HRA Exemption Calculator. The calculator enables you to save income tax on house rent allowance. What is HRA Exemption Calculator? The calculator calculates the amount that can be exempted from the taxable income of an employee, with respect to the house rent allowance received from the employer and the house rent paid by the employee. Eligibility criteria for HRA exemption. You should have received house rent allowance from your employer. You should have paid house rent to your landlord. How to calculate HRA exemption. HRA exemption is calculated as the least of the following: actual HRA received from the employer, rent paid over 10% of basic pay plus DA plus commission. If employee is living in a metro city, then 50% of basic pay plus DA plus commission. Else, if employee is living in a non-metro city, 40% of basic pay plus DA plus commission. Proofs to submit a claim HRA exemption. Rent receipts, if rent is more than 3,000 Indian rupees per month. Permanent account number and address of the landlord, if rent is more than 8,333 Indian rupees per month. Now, let's use the income tax calculator to calculate HRA exemption. Step 1. Open the income tax calculator. Step 2. Fill in the basic details. Choose whether employee is living in a metro or non-metro city. This will affect the HRA exemption calculation. Step 3. Key in your salary details. Copy the earnings and deductions from your payslip to appropriate salary heads listed. Step 4. Declare your rent. Step 5. Compute income tax to calculate HRA exemption. Step 6. View calculation summary for HRA exemption. As per your payslip, you are paid HRA of 384,000 Indian rupees. The rent you paid over 10% of basic pay plus DA plus commission is 144,000 Indian rupees. And 40% of basic pay plus DA plus commission comes to 384,000 Indian rupees. The least of the three is calculated as your HRA exemption. So, as per the calculation, HRA exemption is 144,000 Indian rupees. Step 7. What if you move to a more expensive rented house? Assume you are moving to a new house with rent of 30,000 Indian rupees. Let's see what change it makes to your HRA exemption. Let's make that change in the rent declaration. Now, let's compute the tax again. Your HRA exemption earlier was 144,000 Indian rupees. And now, the HRA exemption with a higher rent is 264,000 Indian rupees. So, even if you move to a more expensive rented house, you can save up to 30% of increase in rent with HRA exemption. The HRA exemption calculator helps you understand the exemption calculation process and also helps you save income tax.